The wisdom of Jesus is
Awesome!
everlasting, astounding,
Surprising.
sacred.
People say a lot of stupid things, but Jesus didn't care what people thought. Why do we? Welcome back to Radical and Relevant. The wisdom of Jesus is enduring. In today's scripture, from the 11th chapter of Matthew's Gospel, Jesus speaks about how oblivious we can be to what is actually happening. But to what shall I compare this generation? It is like children sitting in the marketplace and calling to their playmates. We piped to you and you did not dance. We wailed and you did not mourn. For John came, neither eating nor drinking, and they say, he is possessed like a demon. The Son of Man came, eating and drinking, and they said, behold, he is a glutton and a drunkard, a friend of tax collectors and sinners. Yet wisdom is vindicated by her works. Remember, we're looking for a word, phrase, or idea to help us carry the wisdom of the gospel into our life each day. The word that arrests me today is wisdom. It seems everyone has an opinion on everything these days, but few are interested in the truth of any situation. People are more educated than ever before, but common sense seems in short supply. Information abounds, but wisdom is scarce. What are you most interested in? Opinions, information, knowledge, truth, or wisdom? Wisdom is vindicated by her works, is the phrase that leaps out at me today. And it is connected to a powerful idea that is both here in this reading and throughout the gospel. Jesus cares about people, but he doesn't care what they think about him. Say it again. Jesus cares about people, but he doesn't care what they think about him. Jesus points out the inconsistencies and hypocrisy of people's opinions. For the exact same behavior, they judged John the Baptist was possessed by a demon, and Jesus was a glutton and a drunkard. For the very same behavior. The quest for holiness is always judged and misunderstood. People will say, well, I knew her when. People will say, I knew him when. Just as they said, isn't this the carpenter, the son of Mary and Joseph? You and me, we come up against this type of insanity every day. People say things about you and think things about you and judge you and gossip about you, and contradictions and hypocrisy abound. If they refuse to be satisfied with John the Baptist and Jesus, you can be sure they will refuse to be satisfied by our efforts. Whenever I explore this topic, the message that I receive is this: say less. In a world where most people have too much to say, and most of what gets said is nonsense, let us use our words sparingly. The wisest person in the room is often the person who says the least, and it is almost always the person who least feels the need to speak. Wisdom is vindicated by her works. Let us focus on doing the will of God. When we're doing what we feel God is calling us to do, it doesn't matter who is for or against us. When we are not doing what God is calling us to do, all the angels in heaven on our side would not help. The virtue of the day is wisdom. So much of life comes down to wanting the right things. Want wisdom. Desire wisdom. Stoke your desire for wisdom. And the wise seek above all else to collaborate with God in each situation. The gospel of Jesus Christ is as radical and relevant today as ever before. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Go out into the world today and astonish people with your desire for wisdom. And remember, don't just be yourself, be the very best version of yourself, all that God created you to be.
Thank you, ambassadors.
You are changing the world. Have a great day.
Bye bye.
Simon, come sit.